Hello, this is my second Lush kind of grouped together review of quite a few of their perfumes. I just did video 1. If you haven't seen that one, it will be linked here. Trying to figure out where it is. Go and check that one out. I did 4 there. I've got 5 to do now. As I said before, they're not going to be very in-depth reviews. I'm just going to kind of tell you a little bit about each one, and that's it really. So, moving on to number 5. This one is called Dear John. This one was another one that was brought over from the Be Never shop, and they now sell it at Lush. This is one of the ones that's actually aimed at men. What it's got in it is lime, clove, cinnamon, sorry, not cinnamon, coriander, coffee, cedar, vetiver and pine. Coffee is always a really interesting thing to put in a fragrance. It does give an interesting twist, but this, I can't really smell coffee in this. This is more about the lime really than anything else. This one kind of, I don't know, this one kind of fades into the background for me. A lot of their fragrances, as I said in my other review, smell similar. They do have that lushy feel, and this one feels a little bit generic to me. I know that's a really bad word to use for a perfume, but it doesn't stick out as being anything special from any of the others. It doesn't even really smell very masculine. It smells kind of like it's got something minty in it, a little bit like they've got a fragrance called Dirty, which I think smells like day old toothpaste on a toothbrush. But yeah, that one, it's very nondescript. I'm not even going to go into it too much with that one. Can't really smell coriander, can't really smell the coffee. It just smells like a kind of limey, lushy, tiny bit minty fragrance. Bit of a gloss over, so I do apologise. The next one, Smell of Freedom. Let me just put some of it here. This one I think was another Be Never one that they brought over to Lush. This one definitely smells different. This one has got in it neroli, jasmine, ginger, pepper, clove, lemongrass, sandalwood, orris, woody notes, and then oud. First time I've ever heard of Lush using oud or agar wood, which is, you know, often used in Arabian perfumes, or Arabian themed perfumes, I guess, but that's a very distinct thing. And this smells like one of their products, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but this is quite cool. It's kind of like a dry ginger oudy-ish fragrance. Oud is a very, very distinct thing, but it's not sticking out a mile in this. This kind of smells a little bit masculine to me. Woody, yes, kind of like a bit of dryness from the clove, but then you've got this kind of oudy jasmine kind of feel. That one's unusual. I mean, I don't think I'd wear that one really. It's a little bit odd, but it's definitely one that sticks out as opposed to Dear John, which I think is just kind of unmentionable really. Sorry Lush, I used to work for you for 2 years. I do actually love you guys. Yeah, that's got a powderiness that comes through in it as well. Yeah, it's kind of spicy and citrusy, but then a little bit otherworldly because you've got this oud, so it's giving it a bit of an exotic twist. Next, Tuca Tuca. This one, working at Lush, I know 100% that Mark Constantine, the owner, violets are his favourite thing, and it's reflected in a lot of their products. They used to have something called Bathos, which was this purple crumbly bubble bath that was beautifully violet scented. I think the Godmother soap as well is scented with violets, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this one is like the violet installation. I think this is probably his dream perfume to make. It's actually quite dark coloured as well. But so this has got violet, obviously, mimosa or mimose, and then cassis, which is kind of cinnamony, kind of like a cinnamon leaf. Then you've got ylang ylang and vanilla. Then you've got vetiver, sandalwood, and then violet leaf as well. So this smells like a Lush product. It smells like Bathos. It really reminds me of that They use a very, very strong, rich, even though violet's a delicate flower, they manage to make a really strong violet fragrance whenever they use violet, which is good. You've got a bit of greenness because it's got violet leaf as well, so it doesn't smell like that candied violet that you get and that's delicate and fluffy and sweet. This has got a little bit more bite to it, which I really like actually. I would wear this one definitely. It's a little bit smoky as well. You've got the vetiver in there keeping it a little bit earthy and grassy, and yeah, it doesn't really smell of cinnamony at all, I don't think. This is like a really kind of rich, punchy violet. It's really, really nice. I like this one. I'd consider buying that one definitely. On to the next. So the next one is called The Smell of Weather Turning. That's instantly attractive to me. Something that's going to smell like something that you can picture in your head. I'm definitely there when I smell that one. This one's pretty cool. This has got some really interesting notes in it. It's a unisex one. It's described as a woody aromatic. So the notes are hay, mint, honey, oak, nettle, which I think is amazing, cinnamon, and oak moss. So yeah, this is really cool. It's quite minty. It really does smell a little bit like earth, kind of a little bit muddy and green. This is a real standout one for me. It also smells a bit smoky. It reminds me of, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Lush products, but they've got a soap called Figs and Leaves, and that has a real kind of muddy, earthy feel to it. And this is because it's got kind of, you've got hay going on and nettle. I think they're really, really cool notes. It smells like plant life basically, but with a minty top to keep it a little bit zingy. That's really, really nice. It's not really very sweet, and when it dries it turns a lot more muddy. The mint kind of fades out and you get this real kind of earthy, kind of dusty smelling green smell, which is interesting, definitely cool. I don't know if it's something you'd want to smell like, but it's definitely got a personality and it doesn't just blend into the background like a lot of them do. So finally, my favourite name of one of their fragrances, Superworldunknown. All one word it is as well. This one's described as an oriental vanilla. It's another unisex one, and this one I think also came over from Be Never to Be Beautiful. I don't know how I get that out sometimes. It's such a mess of a word, of a sentence. So this one's got black locust, cypress, let me have a look here, vanilla, tonka, petitgrain, it's got quite a lot of stuff, neroli, lime, lemon, rose, ylang ylang, sandalwood, amber, and what's the last thing I wrote there? Oh, cocoa, that's it. So this one, this one kind of has a kind of incensey vibe. I don't know how. This feels a little bit more foody, like food spices. I really like it. You can really smell the petitgrain in this. Petitgrain kind of smells like lavender to me, and this has got that herbal tone going on. Cypress is often used in men's fragrances as well. So this has got a kind of green herbal but foody spicy feel. This also kind of smells smoky. A lot of theirs smell smoky and I don't know why, but they have that kind of incensey, head shoppy feel about them. The whole lot, they all have this, I said in my last review, kind of lushy, very pungent feel to them. They're quite shocking when you first smell them. If you're not used to that kind of perfume, but because I've smelled so many and I used to work there, I'm just used to them now, so I guess I'm kind of, I don't know, biased in a way. Yeah, that one's quite cool. It doesn't stick out as much as something, as much as, you know, like the Smell of Freedom or the Tuca Tuca. That's quite cool, but it's alright. Can't really get the cocoa from it. You know, cocoa's quite a distinct thing to smell, but I don't really get that. See, it's already turning into kind of just one level now of just lushiness for me. maybe my nose isn't just in tune with their perfumes as I would think. They all kind of come under this same lushy bubble umbrella of, you can just pick them out. You could pick them out in a crowd. Yeah, there is vanilla in there, but it's definitely not the main thing here. There's definitely more weird spiciness going around the top of it. That one's quite difficult, so I'm sorry for not being better at it, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of it really. Just smell it once more. This smells a little bit powdery as well, kind of like a muscle relaxant bubble bath, but with some spice and some powder as well. That's a weird one. I really like the name of it though. Anyway, that's my reviews of Lush's fragrances. I actually own Lust in bottle form, which is the only one I've actually purchased in full bottle form, which I'm going to review separately because I think that one's pretty amazing. Until then, I'll see you guys for another review soon. Thanks, bye bye.